OCB84, good evening. I'm good, thank you. Yes, it has been a while. Yes, that's what kept me away from streaming the US, or even from playing the US. This is actually the first time I'm playing the US ever. In, I'd say, around soon 6 or 7 years of Hearts of Iron 3. But I have to say it's not that bad. It's not that bad because if we look at the map, for example, in Russia, the Axis is about to defeat the Soviet Union. They, for all intents and purposes, have kicked out the United Kingdom out of the Mediterranean. Crete and Cyprus are still held by the Allies and Gibraltar, but Malta has fallen, North Africa has fallen, Suez Canal. The British landed in the rear of the Italians in East Africa, but they're being pushed back. We have good intelligence on the Italians, thanks to many American spies that I'm sending to all the major Axis powers. Even in the Soviet Union, I have 6 spies at this point. Yeah, so we have some information on them. The Italians with little manpower, rare materials seem to get scarce, low organization. No, that's not organization, and it's not. For me, the black and white flag is officer ratio, but here in the spy or intelligence interface, apparently it stands for leadership, but I'm pretty sure they don't have 52 leadership. I have 27.5. I doubt that the Italians have 52, but maybe there are some effects because of the alliance that they're in. For Germany, things look a bit better. A lot of IC and apparently a lot of oil and rare materials. Japan is obviously our biggest problem. Not as much I see. Obviously, these numbers are estimates. It might not be too precise. And they still have a lot of manpower. Yes, you're talking about the ministers. I actually haven't checked my ministers in a very long time. It's a good point to consider from time to time. Yeah, the foreign minister doesn't do too much for me. Consumer goods are they are completely irrelevant factors to consumer goods because I don't have to produce any anyway. So I think I'm going to I'm just going to get a straight bonus to supplies production because that's actually pretty low. Counter espionage plus 10%. Not quite sure what the difference is between counter-espionage and counterintelligence. I assume it has to do with distinction is between domestic and abroad. Probably. By fighting foreign spies either domestically or abroad, but I'm not sure which one is which. Naval intel. I like that. I'm going to keep that. Naval intel is important to me. Spearhead, doctrine, combat movement. What's my... Well, I'm in the superior firepower concept, but the spearhead doctrine, where do I see that? I'm gonna keep this guy. Have naval base efficiency, transport practical decay, word capacity decay bonuses. There is maybe something better. I think I'm mostly about force projection actually. With carrier task forces. I'm going to make Nimitz Minister of the Navy or Chief of the Navy. I'm going to keep the fighter defense doctrine person on. Yeah. I know that Nimitz is also a commander of one of my task forces. But, I mean, it's kind of immersion breaking that he's... maybe, I guess we could appoint the other guy who does the same thing. I guess King is also an admiral in my navy. Maybe, okay, then maybe I should just remove one of those. Maybe I should just remove king. Looks like the stream is back on. All right, let's